I am so excited, Angie, because I'm going to give you a compliment to start out. Angie with the Chamber is with us, and quite frankly, I am hearing so many good things about you and what you're doing. You're just doing a heck of a job.
Thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. I'm really excited about the groups coming here and seeing our town and meeting the retail folks downtown. It's really exciting
It's your
for me
passion,
too.
isn't it, girl?
It is. I'm really enjoying it.
And I think everybody's excited about what you're doing. And I, for one, am really excited about your latest and the greatest project, which is the citywide garage sale.
Oh, yes. It's our first annual. We're doing citywide garage sales on May 31st. We're going to start at 8 and carry on till 5. Plus, we're having the retail sidewalk sales downtown on the mall. And we are offering booth space in the 400 block parking area for those who don't want to have a sale at their house or live outside of town.
So is that going to be in the parking lot in the 400 block? It's not going to be on the mall because somebody told me it was going to be on the mall.
No. We're leaving the mall for our retail, our merchants, so that they can put their things out there, and we're going to hopefully pull those people from outside of town to our mall and see how beautiful it is and what we have to offer here.
So it's only going to be in that parking area, and booth space kind of limited. You told me you've already sold out half of it, right?
Yes, it is. It's 2 parking spaces and they're $10, so really reasonable. And then if you want to list in your home, it's only $2 to be on our map that will be
What a
handing
deal.
out.
How can you advertise for, I mean, that is an incredible deal. And it's great. I've wanted to have a garage sale, but I don't want to have it in my house, so to speak. And I think it's such a great idea that you're opening up these parking areas. It's so that people can bring things down and get rid of the things that they're not using and repurpose them for somebody else that really could use that.
Absolutely, and that's kind of how we advertised it. One man's trash is another man's treasure, and we're hoping that this influx of people into town, that they'll shop, they'll dine, and get gas.
Because you've advertised in places all over, right?
Yes, we have done all of the surrounding cities, even the smaller towns like Horton, Effingham. We've advertised in their classified ads.
Leavenworth,
St. Joe, Kansas City, Platte City, Horton, Hiawatha.
This is the same thing that I always talk about on this show, is getting everybody to pull together. You can just accomplish so much more. And even though you're charging a minimal amount, that gives you a budget to go out and advertise and promote our community and bring people in here. So it's the whole team pulling together again that makes this work, isn't it?
Yes, it is, and that's what we're wanting. It's not about making money for the chamber. It's about bringing people into town, and maybe they won't go to the museums this time, but they'll be able to see those.
Well, and you said Susan Turnbull, who is doing all the downtown work, that you're partnering with her so that it's the garage sales and the merchants. So hopefully we're bringing some good tax dollars in here too, and she's doing a heck of a job down there.
Yes, she is. She's been a great help as the downtown coordinator. She's working with me, talking to the businesses who can place ads on the map that we'll be selling. Our map is going to be $1, and then businesses can advertise on that map. It shows the locations of the sales. Anybody that's advertised with us and given us their $2, they get to be on that map. And those will be at the entrances into town at the convenience stores. They're for sale on the 30th at 5 o'clock. That way we don't have anyone bothering anyone for early sales, but they'll be available.
Now, I'm going to back up just a little bit because I want to make sure our listeners are clear. If they are a business like United Country, which is our business, we can advertise on this map that's going to be distributed all across the community, right?
Yes.
We can advertise on that, and then the folks that are listing their properties as having a sale there, they will be on the inside. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
We've kept those advertisements as reasonable as we can. That's what helping pay for all of the ads we put in the surrounding areas.
Well, okay, then I am going to do 2 things with you. I want an ad for United Country on your magazine. So you can sell me that. And then I also want to participate in the garage sale. So I'm going
Well,
to give you that too, which you guys can't see, but I am handing Angie a paper here that says we're going to be having a garage sale. So I think what you're doing is just a fantastic idea. And I know it takes a lot of work and a lot of energy to coordinate something this big, and just trying to get your map and everything together is a daunting task. So if you guys haven't organized something like this, you don't realize the amount of man hours that this lady and Susan and the chamber folks are going to have to put in. But it's a great thing that you're doing, I think, as far as our community is concerned, and for our merchants as well. So we want to be supportive of that.
Well, thank you so much, Louise. I appreciate you registering. The registration deadline is May 23rd.
And I'm even ahead of time. Usually,
you are.
Usually I'm like May 23rd at 4:49 rushing over to you.
We will have an information booth down at the 400 block for the chamber as well that will be manned all day, handing out information on shopping, dining, entertainment here in town. So that's just an added place for us to get some more information about Atchison out to the different areas surrounding us.
And agritourism. That's one of my passions. So you're doing a lot to help our agritourism. Tell me about what's going on with that.
We just had a group in from Iowa that visited with Christy Harris at Providence Hills Farms. They had been to, in their own area, an agritourism event, and they didn't really respond to it. But what Christy did with them at Providence Hills Farms, it was the best tour they said they've ever been on.
Well, who couldn't love Christy Harris?
Oh, I know. She's just amazing.
Isn't she? Between her and you and Susan and Deborah. Got to put Deborah in that
Absolutely.
group. You know, you four women are just changing things here.
Well, you got us all fired up, Louise, and so we're just trying to keep ahead of you.
Oh no, you're way ahead of me. And you got the trolley running.
I do. We are starting some of our summer hours. We're running Fridays 1, 2, and 3, and then Saturday 11 to 3 on the hour. And then Sundays 1 to 3 again. And we're doing private charters for weddings, for alumni weekends, for
reunions,
family reunions.
I think there's a reunion coming up there.
Yes, there is. It's been booking up. We're really excited about using that and utilizing it more. And we have such a great driver with Larry Warman that we're just...
isn't he? And he loves his job, too. He loves telling those stories, doesn't he?
He does, and he is amazing. And just his knowledge of the town and where to go eat, or where to get entertainment, it's amazing. He's a phenomenal person.
He's my son likes to tell people that I don't know much of anything, but I know everybody to call. And that's the way Larry is. He knows everybody. He knows all about the history of the community. He knows everybody to call. So
right.
that's. And if you guys have not taken that historic tour, it's really cool. We did it as a company a couple of years ago because I think all of our realtors need to know about taking people on a tour of Atchison. Because if somebody's new is coming here, they need to be sold on the community. And knowing the history of the community is an integral part of that. So it's a fun tour, isn't it?
It is. I really agree with that. And his knowledge of the history of our buildings, I agree. It's very important. And it gives them a good layout of the town itself.
Kind of gives you an overview, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So that you've got a good feel for everything to kind of stretch out and do more as far as the community is concerned.
Right, and you can really tell with Larry because his passion for the town comes through, and it really, you can tell that he loves Atchison.
He and his wife are both lovely people. We are blessed with some great folks here.
We really are.
We really are.
We really are.
We really are. Okay, now I need to... My people always know that I'm going to ask for your telephone number and your web address. If people want to participate in anything as far as the garage sales that are coming up, if they want to advertise, if they want to promote, or if they want to talk to you about agritourism, because that's something, we're all passionate about that are involved in that, how do they get in touch with you, and how do they start this process?
They can reach me at the chamber at 913-367-2427. Or they can go to our website at Atchison, spelled out, Kansas, spelled out as well, .net. I'd be happy to answer any questions for them at all.
And you're open from 8 to 5.
Yes, we are, Monday through Friday, and we are open on the weekends. I'm there some weekends, but not every weekend.
And I'll tell you guys, if you go on atchisonkansas.net, you can fill out the form for the garage sales. It's a real simple. Angie has made it foolproof. If I can do it in about 30 seconds, you guys can do it in 10. So it's a real easy form to fill out. Get that into her with $2. $2. How can you possibly do anything garage sale wise for $2? So that's a fantastic deal that we have for our people. You can make some extra money for enjoying summer. So give us those telephone numbers and everything one more time.
913-367-2427. And the website is atchisonkansas, all spelled out, .net.
And ask for Angie, the bulldozer of the chamber, aren't you? Yeah. Between you and Jackie and all the gang over there, you're just doing a bang-up job. Now, my husband will want to know about the golf tournament because he loves playing golf out there. So, and I think it's coming up, isn't it? 16th annual?
Yes, the 16th annual Chamber Golf Classic will be on June the 6th. Tee off at 9 o'clock out at Bellevue. And we're really excited. We're taking entries already. We have some great, we've had a lot of great response to it already and really haven't advertised it as much.
Well, and Mary Jane is she doing that?
Yes, she is.
Is she kind of the person spearheading that?
Yes, her and Phil, she's dragged her husband in as well, and so he's helping out with that.
That's the way we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the backup singers that really make everything happen.
That's right.
So that's fantastic. So we got all kinds of things coming up with the chamber. Are you sleeping at all, Angie, or are you just working 24/7 right now?
It
feels like it.
It feels like that some days.
Oh, well, I am so proud of you and everything you're doing. Between the whole group of you, and I talked to Deborah today, and she's getting things going with the art.
That's so exciting.
And so we're going to talk about that next. I think next week I'm having her on the show. So, Angie, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. You did a great job. She's getting to be a seasoned professional with me, aren't you? This is the second time you've been here.
Yes, I'm trying.
Yeah, and and the first time you were a little nervous. I can really see a big difference in you this time.
I'm getting better.
Yeah, I'm not near as scary this time, am I?
No, not at all.
All right. The other thing, we talked about agritourism a little bit, but farmers market, what's going on with that?
Well, they've had their opening of their season, and it's been really exciting. They're planning events to take place down there, kind of like they've done in the past, but they'd like something to go on every weekend. Out of our agritourism meeting that we had that you joined us with and helped put together, 2 of those agritourism farms signed up with the state, so they're state registered. Rick Vanderwide.
Love those guys. They are doing a fantastic job. What personalities too. They're going to be a huge asset.
Yes, he has an amazing setup out at his farm, and we got to visit. He gave me some of his garlic spread that he makes, which is amazing with sun-dried tomatoes. And then I've seen his farm, and it's just beautiful out there. Plus, we had the McLennan farm. They joined, and they do their asparagus sales. They've had them down at the farmer's market each weekend, and they'll be there again. Okay. So
and they're doing that kickoff the same time we're doing the garage sales?
They will be right there set up across from us. They've started this last week going ahead and selling their sales already, but they will be, while we're having the garage sales, they'll be right across the street, so hopefully it'll help their business, and they're getting ready for that. I know Christy's baking some extra bread and making some extra soap, so that's exciting.
Activity breeds activity. That is great, and I'm so glad that you guys are pursuing agritourism. That's one of my passions, and the Vanderwides, my gosh, the Vanderwides have been here since it was a territory, I think, so that's a good old name to get in there, and I love asparagus, so I'm going to be, you can count on me being down there.
Wonderful.
For farmers market. I'm down. I try to get there every Saturday, but sometimes my business draws me away. So thanks so much.
Thank you for having me.
And remember, call me for everything real estate, 367-3116.
No one knows the country like